Okay, we're getting ready to look into this Crown school bus. We're just going to do some general inspections and some safety checks. Okay, go ahead.
So we've got marks here where like a frame saddle from a tow truck grabbed it. That one is a good 6 inches further back or more, but has a giant slide pattern to it.
And it's bent in the corner there.
It's bent up. This is bent up when you look at it from the other side, pretty far in here into this cross member. I can't tell if the cross member's twisted, but the front one up there at the bumper is shoved up.
It was, yeah, like their tow arm was so long that it bent the front bumper.
You can see where it rested.
And the cross member that's welded into this front frame rail. So this lower half of the frame rail is the front suspension, like subframe, but it's welded to the frame that runs the length of the bus up top. But that stuff on the bottom's twisted up, and I can't tell from looking here, but it looks like the bottom edge of that frame rail is bowed out. Right there.
Well, the bumper itself is big time tweaked into the bus from that towing.
Yeah, the frame rail is bowed out at the bottom there.
Stupid tow trucks. One loose nut on there. So check the others out, make sure they're tight. It's probably the most cross-threaded, stripped out lug nut I've ever seen. Got some bad threads on that. The filter minder was sucked almost all the way in on this, so I'm curious what this looks like. It's not because it's hard to get to and check air filter, that's for sure. It's about the easiest one I've ever seen.
You gotta open a door, and it took a second to figure out how it works.
It's definitely dark. All right, well, this is gonna be the crazy find of the day, I hope.
Yeah.
So this is the air filter here. This is the intake tube for the air filter. It goes up and it's, see that little? Okay.
Well, it's not as bad as I thought.
Clearly they didn't know what this was. Yeah, so now it's at least sucking air from inside of the bus to drive down the road. That's the interior of the bus. Well, that's why he plasticed over it, but yeah, he needs to build over it and leave that open. Okay. When I drove that bus up the hill, I made a comment that that was the loudest turbo I've ever heard on a Detroit. That explains it why, if the intake was open in the bus with me. They're working on it. They know that was there. They had a leak, so they take it apart, and they're going to repair it up, fix up that hole, and get the fresh air coming from outside instead of inside the bus. The air compressor intake hose is supposed to get filtered air too, and it was not on there. It was just laying loose in here. So the air compressor has been getting dirty air, which contaminates the oil system in the bus as it goes. So you want to make sure that's filtered air too. This is the front right hub. Other than being out of adjustment, it was very loose. The bearings and races look good. Put new gaskets, and this is the one that had the leaky Stemco cap on it as well. Tyler's doing the tune-up on this engine, trying to get it to run a little bit smoother. Setting the valves and the fuel injector timing on it. It's a DDEC 2 6v92TA. So the driver front bearing looks like it's in really good shape along with the race. Just a little bit out of adjustment on the preload. Other than that, we're going to change the oil and put this one back together. It looks real good. Definitely got a little sparkly coming out of here. This is the rear wheel bearing, the outer on the passenger side that I just saw the sparklies coming out of. Look at all those lines. Definitely not smooth.
Or coolant. I think that's coolant. Yeah. You can find some of these as a dipstick.
That's supposed to be coolant.
I mean, it's watery.
How far down in there is that going when you're doing it? There's nothing in the sight glasses, which is why we're
Damn near to the bottom of it, so it's down
because
in here.
we open this bleeder right here, and nothing comes out, right?
It's low at the bottom. It's even with the bottom of the sight glass. I'm not shocked.
No coolant. And the sight glasses over here that we can't see any coolant in it. We're gonna take a coolant sample here from the bottom. Coming out.
Yeah.
Does it look like coolant?
No. Hang on, I want an accurate sample here. Give me a sec. Oh, that is so bad. Okay. Here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna grab one of these home. Can you grab one? Here. And I believe that is the alarm stat. It must be, as for the shutdown on the engine. And the wires are taped up and actually painted like it's been that way for a long time. This will save your engine from overheating, so I'm not sure why it's disconnected. And I'm not even sure what wires on here go to where. We'll have to figure all that stuff out. Get a new one. I assume it's disconnected for a reason that it's no good. That'd be my only guess I can think of. Cold start. It was 30 degrees last night, and it's probably about 45 now, maybe 48
minutes ago.
But it's not in the sun or anything, so it's still cold in there.
That's probably for that safety being disconnected back there. That's actually higher than I thought it was going to be rated for.
How many horsepower?
277.
Oh,
I was really thinking 250 at best. Torque's only 880 though.
Well, the air compressor is obviously passing some oil because it just shit oil all over our floor. This airbag has some leaks in it. So there's multiple ones. There's that little one there. This is the driver's side rear. See if I can get a shot of this race. That big groove there drags a nail. Actually, Ty had a glove on it, drags a nail through the glove. It's just worn, dull. That's been cleaned. That's the pile of oil from the air compressor purge. That's one single purge left that whole huge puddle of oil. Crazy. It's pretty impressive. Well, we got a bunch of parts ordered. We're putting 4 new airbags on it. These little leaks in the airbags, you know, you're risking them blowing out at some point, but the worst thing is right now it leaks down real fast and bus leans real hard to one side. So anyways, new airbags, new wheel bearings and races for the rears, new air compressor, new air filter we already got in there. So lots of new stud, some new lug nuts and things like that. So, but a new Stemco cap too. So quite a few little things coming. Hopefully by the end of the week we'll have this all wrapped up.